Hi and Assalamualaikum. I am Nasaina Batrisha binti Nazri and my friend Nus Zoleha will present the types of service offered in the food and beverage industry in this video. This is our topic outline. We will begin with an introduction, then go on to the type of service, which is American service, French service, Russian service, family service, buffet service, and banquet service, and finally to a conclusion. Food and beverage service is a process of preparing, presenting, and serving food and beverage to customer. There are 5 different categories of food and beverage service, which is table service, such as American service, French service, and Russian service. Second is assisted service, such as buffet service, self-service, single point service, and lastly, specialized service. The service is begin with greeting the guest with a smile. Then, lead the guests with an opening palm gesturing to the direction of their table. Next, always assist the ladies with their chair when seating the guests. Standing to the right of the guest, pick up the napkin with your right hand and place it to the guest's lap. After that, serve the water and bread and appetizer. Then, present the menu to the guests and take their order when they are ready. Serve the food in order of food course, which is soup, main course, and dessert, and according to the serving process for the type of service used. Next, present the bill to the guests upon their request. Lastly, pull the chair once the guest about to leave and thanks the guest. The first type of service in food and beverage industry is American service. American service, also known as plate service, because foods are pre-portioned in the kitchen and then set on plates before being served to the diners. It is a simple and casual service. In this service, hot food is served hot and cold food is served cold. This service is ideal for individuals looking for a quick and hearty dinner in a casual restaurant with simple service. The example of restaurant that use this service is family-style restaurants, fast food outlets, and coffee shop. The advantages of American service is high seat turnover, as this service is fast. Second is low labor cost, since the service may be run with fewer servers. The third advantages is the kitchen staff had the opportunity to demonstrate their plating skills. While the disadvantages of American service is no personal service, possible waste of dishes, and food may become cold. Lastly, more kitchen time and manpower because the food is all prepared in the kitchen. Serving procedure of American service is the dishes are neatly placed in the kitchens and served by the waiters from the left, while the beverage and others such as salad, bread, and butter are served from the right. When approaching the table, the server should stand to the right of the guest. When placing the food, server moves clockwise when working from the right side and counterclockwise when working from the left side. Dishes and glasses that have been used are cleared from the right side. Next type of service is French service. French service, also known as corridor service or cart service. It is a highly personalized and exclusive service. It is a way of serving restaurant or private dining food that involve bringing partially cooked food from the kitchen on a corridor. There are 2 types of French service, which is cart French service and banquet French service. French service can be found in classy dining room, fine restaurants, elegant resorts, cruise ship, and casino. The advantages of French service, firstly, is high level of customer satisfaction because the dishes are prepared and flamboyant in front of guests. The next advantages is good merchandise tool, as guests will be tempted to order dishes served from the cart. Next is staff can demonstrate their skill, and lastly, the advantages of French service is guests receive high personal attention because the wait staff prepare the dish and serve the guests personally. While the disadvantages of French service is slow service, cause time taken to extend the service from the trolley is more. Second is low seat turnover because the times of seats and the time of seats sold is low as the service time taken is more. The next disadvantages is expensive style of service as it requires more service area and highly skilled chef and staff. Lastly, high menu price required. Serving procedure of French service is food prepared at the table side. The cart is rolled to the side of the table where diners can make their selections and the waiter will serve the meal. Cold food is placed directly on the gueridons while hot food is cooked on the retorts or hot plate. That is on gueridons. Servers plate the finished foods onto individual plates and serve them to the guests from the right. Dessert, for example, can be prepared ahead of time and placed on the cart. Next is Russian service. Russian service is referred to as a la Russe, which translates to Russian style service. Russian service is a style of dining in which courses are presented the table in order. In this service, the food cooked first and then put illegally on silver platters by the chef. Unlike French service, this one usually only needs one server and more faster. Russian service is typically found at fine dining establishments and 5-star hotels. The advantages of Russian service is high-level customer satisfaction as customers are served personally, and the next is staff can demonstrate their skill. While the disadvantages of Russian service is low seat turnover because the time of seat sold is low as the service takes more time. And the next disadvantages is expensive staff of service as it requires more service area and highly skilled of staff. Serving procedure of Russian service is the food in this service is cooked first and then put illegally on silver platter by the chef. The waiter shows the diners on the platter and then serve the meal to their individual plates with serving cutlery from the left sides. The meal will be served in the sequence of the food courses by the server. The waiters clears the soiled dishes from the table once the guests have finished all their dishes.
Assalamualaikum and hi. Today I'm going to tell you about the types of service. First of all, family service. Family service is family style dining, also known as large format dining, is when food is served on large platters, meant for sharing rather than as individual plates. Diners serve themselves from the food platters much as they would in their own dining room. This type of service style has grown in favor in recent years because it's less formal than a plated meal but more formal than a buffet. Basically, the waiter will deliver the food to the table in a large serving platter and this will be handed over to each person to serve their own plate. The advantage of family service is require smaller staff. Guests can help themselves, encourage guests to interact and create warm and inviting the atmosphere. And also, disadvantage of this family service have the potential to devolve into a messy. Guests may be uneasy as well. Large plates of food are passed around a table and some guests prefer not to serve themselves. The serving procedure of family service is the waiter takes food on platters to the table and shows it to the host for permission before placing it on the tables. The waiter passes the platters around to serve or allow the guests assist themselves to replenish the guest plates. Next is for buffet service. Buffet service means a method of serving food in which a variety of ready-to-eat items are arranged on the table in specific order, either hot or cold, and guests are served themselves. A buffet is characterized by a fixed price food selection, guests serving themselves, and moderate to extensive selection. Type of buffet service is sit-down buffet, stand-up buffets, or fork buffet, and display buffet or finger buffet. The advantage of this service are greater variety of foods, personalized portions, more cheaper, focal point to the venue, and opportunities for extra features. There are also disadvantages of this service, which are food safety is at the greater rise, require a lot of investment. This style is less traditional, not readily accessible to everyone. The serving procedure for buffet service is: first, place the serving utensils on a plate or spoon holder rather than back in the food. Do not use your hand to serve the food. Do not eat the buffet line, and most buffets have a glass or plastic sneeze guard that comes down over the food. Next is the bucket service. Bucket service refers to a variety of service options for large catering events. Buckets are known for their formal service and identical decor, which includes round dinner tables topped with cutlery and drinkware for each visitor. There are several types of bucket service, which is buffet, reception, food stations, cafeteria style, platter, family style, and preset. This type service also have advantages, which are better control over food costs, a larger variety of dishes, and improved time management for your event. However, there's also disadvantage for the bucket service, which are food safety is at the greater rise, require a large space, and a maintaining safe temperature. And for the serving procedure for bucket service is: food is served to guests by left side and beverage is served from the guest's right side. Clearing dishes is from the guest's right side. Hold all dishes by the rim of the plates and keep your fingers away from the food. Keep the cup and glasses on the table when refilling them. From this, we can conclude there are many types of service that we can use in food and beverage segment. However, we need to be cautious on the types of service because it may contain some disadvantages of that service. And also, we need to keep our food clean from the hazard things and safe from pollution. Because of that, we need to choose the correct types of service according to appropriate circumstances.